We're going to take a look at IWM here on the weekly chart. Now, this is the Russell 2000 ETF. Now, we're going to be looking at larger time frames here. So we're in the weekly right here. So we're going to look at some levels that are basically, we're going to be keeping an eye on for the next week or so, kind of looking a little forward here in advance. We're still going to play our lottos in here, especially like we did today. So congrats to everyone in here who did take our IWM lotto play that we had about midday in here today. We had that nice sharp pullback in here, grabbed some puts and made some money. So congrats to everybody in there. But long term, what are we looking at? Well, here on the weekly chart, you can see we're in between these two fib levels. So the 226 and this 213. That's going to be your 23.6 and your 38.2 fib level. That is what we're looking at in here. You had some indecision so far on the week. We'll see how the next couple days end up closing this candle. But all in all, indecision in here. RSI, nothing really to worry about. We're not overbought. We're above neutral, but we're not even close to being oversold yet. So we're going to see if the volume in here does pick up and if we can get a push up to this 226 here soon. Now, as far as this 9-day EMA goes right here, that's where your 213 is kind of matching up with right here. So that is going to be a major support for us in here. Anything below that, we're looking at this 203. Now, above the 226, you still have probably a little hiccup here at the 232s, and then probably a little something here at the 240s, but really 245 is going to be the number in here that we're going to be checking out. Now, on the daily, you can see where your volatility has been in the past few weeks or so, and you can see that basically we kind of rode this 9-day EMA up, crossed over that 200 SMA right here. You can see a big crossover with your 9-day EMA above that 200 SMA about a week or so ago. And then ever since then, basically a little pullback in here. So a little overextended, getting this 9-day EMA back closer to this 200 SMA in here, and then perhaps setting up footing in here for the next pop. So that is how the last three or so weeks have been shaking out here on the daily chart. So all in all, again, what are we looking at in here? We're looking at that 213 level for our major support, and a 226 is going to be our major resistance. Now, volatility wise, what is everyone pricing in? Well, your IV rank is relatively low compared to itself. Even though you had a $2 pop in here today, you still have a little bit of IV. So it didn't get sucked out that much because you had that big pullback in here about midday. So right around a $2 expected move is priced in by tomorrow's expiration, Friday, right around 3. You go all the way out to next Friday. Looks like everyone's pricing in right around a $6 expected move. You go all the way out to your August expiration, right around a $12 expected move is what everybody is pricing in. So we'll see how we end the week here on IWM on the weekly chart. We'll see if we're going to be above the 226 or we're going to come back down and visiting that 213 in here soon. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.